Hey there, English learners. Welcome back to English Every Day, your go-to podcast for learning English in a fun and natural way, while also improving different areas of your life. I'm Emily.
And I'm Paul. We're so excited to have you with us today. Whether you're new here or you've been listening for a while, we're really happy you're here.
Absolutely. Today's episode is a great one. Let me ask you something, Paul. What do you think is the one thing that can make or break success, whether it's learning English, staying healthy, or reaching any personal goal?
That's a really interesting question. If I had to choose one thing, I'd say self-discipline.
Yes, self-discipline is what keeps us moving forward even when motivation disappears.
Exactly. And to be honest, Emily, I've been struggling with self-discipline lately.
Really?
Yeah, I've fallen behind on some personal goals, and I've been feeling a bit undisciplined.
I can totally relate. We all have moments like that. We set big goals, we feel excited at first, and then it becomes hard to stay consistent.
That's exactly what's happening. For example, I really want to exercise more.
Uh-oh.
But somehow the days I plan to work out always seem to clash with my Netflix sessions.
Ah, the classic problem.
I keep telling myself, I'll start tomorrow.
Yes, the famous "I'll start tomorrow" syndrome. We've all been there.
And that's why today's topic is so important. Without self-discipline, we procrastinate, lose focus, and slowly move away from our goals.
Exactly. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about how to build self-discipline, why it's essential for success, and how to stay consistent even when things get tough.
And we won't just talk about ideas.
That's right. We'll share simple, practical tips that you can use in your daily life for learning English, building habits, and improving yourself step by step.
We'll also introduce some useful intermediate-level vocabulary to help you sound more natural and confident in English.
And we'll explain everything clearly as we go along.
So stay with us, because this episode is packed with helpful ideas to support both your English learning and your personal growth.
Whether you want to build better habits, improve your focus, or stay consistent with your goals, this episode is for you.
All right, let's get started with today's topic: how to be disciplined and stay consistent on the path to success.
Let's start with the first tip for building self-discipline. Start with tiny habits.
This one is really important. If you want to be more disciplined, beginning with small, manageable habits is the best way.
I can totally relate to this. Every year, I set big goals for myself.
Like what?
Things like working out for 1 hour every day or eating perfectly all the time.
And let me guess, by mid-January, it all feels overwhelming.
Exactly. I feel burned out very quickly, and then I give up.
That happens to so many people. Big goals sound exciting, but they can actually make us quit faster if we try to change everything at once.
That's why starting small works so well.
Yes, when you focus on tiny habits, you give yourself a chance to succeed.
I've noticed that when I commit to just 5 minutes of exercise a day, I'm much more likely to keep going.
5 minutes feels easy. It doesn't feel scary.
Exactly. And over time, those 5 minutes naturally turn into more.
Tiny habits done consistently build momentum.
And that momentum is powerful. Even small actions, when repeated every day, can create big changes over time.
This idea works perfectly for learning English, too.
Instead of saying, "I will study English for 1 hour every day," you can say, "I will practice English for 5 minutes."
You can read a short paragraph, listen to a short audio, or learn just one new word.
5 minutes is so small that it's hard to say no.
And when you do it every day, you start to feel progress without feeling stressed.
Consistency matters more than intensity.
Exactly. Small habits done daily are much more effective than big efforts done once in a while.
And the best part is that tiny habits slowly become part of your routine.
You don't feel like you're forcing yourself anymore.
Now let's move to the second tip. Focus on systems, not just goals.
Goals are important, but goals alone don't guarantee success.
I've made that mistake many times.
Me too. I've set big goals like losing a lot of weight in a short time.
And without a system, it's very hard to stay consistent.
Exactly. I would start strong, but then I'd feel discouraged when I didn't see quick results.
That's where systems come in.
A system is a set of small, daily actions that move you closer to your goal.
So instead of focusing on the final result, you focus on the process.
For example, instead of saying, I want to speak English fluently, you build a system.
Like practicing English for 10 minutes every morning.
Or listening to English podcasts while commuting or doing housework.
When these actions become part of your daily routine, progress happens naturally.
And once the system is in place, you don't need motivation anymore.
You just follow the routine.
Exactly. You stop asking yourself, do I feel like doing this today?
You simply do it because it's part of your day.
Systems help you stay disciplined without burning out.
They make your actions automatic.
It's like creating a clear path to your goal instead of relying on willpower every day.
And that's a huge step toward building real self-discipline. Now, let's move on to the next tip. Make your habits attractive.
This one is really important. If a habit feels boring or painful, it's very hard to stick with it.
I totally agree. When I first started exercising, I really didn't enjoy it.
Same here. It felt like a chore.
But then I changed one small thing. I started listening to my favorite music while exercising.
That makes a big difference.
It really does. Sometimes I even watch a funny TV show while stretching. Suddenly, exercising didn't feel so bad anymore.
Exactly. When you make a habit enjoyable, your brain is more willing to repeat it.
This works perfectly for learning English, too.
Yes, if you make English practice fun, you'll naturally want to do it more often.
For example, you can watch an exciting English series, listen to music you enjoy, or choose topics you actually care about.
You can also reward yourself after you practice.
A small reward, like a snack, a short break, or doing something fun.
It's like giving yourself a little gift for staying disciplined.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Not at all. Positive reinforcement is powerful.
When your brain connects good feelings with a habit, that habit becomes stronger over time.
Discipline doesn't have to be strict or boring.
Exactly. It can be enjoyable and flexible.
Now let's talk about another important idea: designing your environment for success.
This is something many people forget.
Your environment can either help your discipline or destroy it.
I've definitely noticed that. When my desk is messy, I get distracted very easily.
Same here. And when snacks are right next to me, it's hard to focus.
It's like setting yourself up for failure.
Exactly. That's why designing your environment matters so much.
For example, if you want to exercise in the morning, put your workout clothes next to your bed.
That way, you don't have to think about it.
And if you want to avoid distractions, remove them from your space.
Make the good habits easy and the bad habits harder.
This works for English learning too.
Keep your English books, apps, or notes where you can see them.
When something is visible and easy to reach, you're more likely to use it.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Exactly. And don't forget about the people around you.
Yes, the people in your life are part of your environment too.
If you're surrounded by people who support your goals, staying disciplined becomes easier.
Encouragement really matters.
Of course, sometimes friends can be distractions too.
True, especially when cake is involved.
Haha, yes, that's a different challenge.
But overall, when your environment supports you, discipline feels much more natural.
You don't need to fight yourself every day.
Your surroundings help guide your behavior.
And that's a very powerful way to build self-discipline. Now let's talk about something very important when it comes to discipline: willpower and energy.
Yes, many people think discipline is only about willpower, but willpower is actually limited.
Exactly. Willpower is like a muscle.
The more you use it, the more tired it becomes.
I really feel that. By the end of the day, my willpower is usually very low.
Same here. In the evening, it's much harder to resist distractions like social media or Netflix.
That's why it's so important to manage your energy, not just your motivation.
Try to do your most important tasks when your energy is highest.
For many people, that's earlier in the day.
For example, if you want to study English, do it when your mind feels fresh.
Don't wait until you're tired and exhausted.
When you use your best energy for your most important habits, discipline becomes easier.
Another helpful idea is automating decisions.
Yes, the fewer decisions you have to make, the less energy you waste.
When something becomes automatic, you don't need to think about it anymore.
You just do it.
That's why routines are so powerful.
Now let's talk about one more key factor in discipline: accountability.
Accountability means having someone who helps you stay responsible.
When someone knows your goals, it's harder to give up.
I've noticed that when I share my goals with a friend, I'm much more likely to stick with them.
Me too. Whether it's exercise or learning English, support makes a big difference.
For English learners, this could be a study partner or friend, or even someone you check in with regularly.
Accountability doesn't mean pressure or judgment.
It's more like gentle encouragement.
Someone reminding you that you're capable and that your goals matter.
And now that we've covered these tips, let's quickly review what we talked about today.
We started with tiny habits, small actions done consistently.
Then we talked about focusing on systems, not just goals.
We discussed making habits enjoyable instead of painful.
And we talked about designing your environment to support your discipline.
We also learned that managing energy is more important than forcing willpower.
And that accountability can help you stay consistent.
Discipline is not about being perfect.
It's about showing up again and again, even on difficult days.
Small steps done daily really do change your life.
So here's a small challenge for everyone listening.
Choose one tiny habit you want to start today.
Not tomorrow, not next week, today.
It can be as simple as 5 minutes of English practice.
Or one small action toward a personal goal.
Write it down.
And try to do it consistently.
Over time, you'll see real progress.
We're really proud of you for listening and learning today.
You're already taking a step toward a better version of yourself.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
And don't forget to subscribe to English Every Day so you don't miss future episodes.
Keep learning.
Keep growing.
And keep believing in yourself.
We'll see you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.